Welcome everyone to another video, and in this video we're going to be sharing some battles from the ADL finals. That's the Aero Draft League finals against Elam versus Rise Occasion. Rise also put out his video with his perspective, with his commentary on his mindset. Definitely worth checking it as well. This is a tournament finals that I got to showcast, and this was really exciting battles against two really elite battlers. We obviously all know that Rise is absolutely incredible. I covered Elam's battles back in one of the rounds where he went 12-0 against four really tough competitors, and he's made it all the way to the finals, and Rise has as well. I believe Rise was the number 2 overall ranked, number 1 in his division. I believe Elam was also number 1 in his division and third overall. So these trainers have done extremely well. They played over 100 battles in the Aero Draft League, or probably around 100 battles in the Aero Draft League against some really elite competition. So I really enjoyed this set. Some really fantastic gameplay. This really just shows you what it takes to be at the very best when it comes to this Show 6 Pick 3 format, especially in something as unique as the Aero Draft League. So go ahead and enjoy the battles, and let me know what
Finals
you think.
locked in here, King. I think that there's a little bit of a rivalry here between the Elite Four, Elam being part of that, versus Mazer Gaming, which Rise is a part of. So two very, very well-known esports organizations and Pokemon factions teams that we're seeing face off here in the end. So make sure that you guys hype it up in chat here. E4 versus Mazer. All right, well, let's take a quick look here at the bracket, guys. We saw Rise take the 3-1 victory versus Auburn. 3 straight wins after Auburn took the first game, able to move on here. He's had some time to get ready, prepare for these two battlers. Elam versus Wanko, guys, we saw that one go back and forth. It was 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2. Finally, Elam able to take the 3-2 victory versus Wanko, fresh off a 3-2 versus Jengles last week. So Elam absolutely going through the gauntlet here. King, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling really hyped. These are two extremely technical battlers. Elam is a very flashy mid game. Really likes to catch. Really likes to be very unpredictable. Rise certainly will take his chance to boast near the end of the game, like we saw against Auburn. No shielding the potential shadow bone, knowing that it's very likely that Auburn was going to bait. So these are two people to certainly watch. And I know we didn't talk about this during the break, but are these both new people to ADL this season?
King, all 4 that we had in the semifinals are rookies for ADL, so it's a
Wow.
guaranteed new champion. We had House Stark go down, and we also had Polymers Up go down, so our repeat champions from seasons 3, seasons 4, yeah, we're not able to, again, repeat, but only rookies here, which is really, really interesting. One quick note here, King, we've only had one matchup here for Elam versus Rise in the regular season, and Rise actually took the matchup 2-1. Now, that said, Elam did not have Gyarados in the first matchup. Rise did not have the Worm. So, could be a little bit different here. Should we start breaking it down here, King? What do you think?
Yeah. I'm trying to see how these teams play out. What are you favoring
Well, I'm
on
a
each
little
side?
interested in the Shadow cast form that we're seeing there. The Shadow Sunny cast form. I didn't know that Elam had that one. It should be pretty spicy. We'll have to see how that one plays out.
It
Well,
looks like it's
okay,
only a little bit shadow, so maybe
it's a
on those
little Shadow.
like you get like 10% attack buff and
Mhm,
10% defense.
absolutely.
I like the Trevenant on. I know that's easy to say because it's the number 1 overall ranked Pokemon in ADL. It's his number 1 pick, but I think it has a lot of play against its entire team except for the Obama Snow. Obviously, the Primate
And
can.
even King shields down that Obama Snow, it's gonna get torn up by a Shadow Ball if you have an energy advantage, so, yeah, we'll have to see. Real quick, I do wanna clarify one thing, Arrow can keep us honest here. Arrow, do these trainers have the ability to TM their move sets from last round into this round?
Yes.
Yes is
Oh,
the
they
answer.
can TM. Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think that's
so
going to be important for potentially the Primate because Rise choosing to go with Knight slash close combat. And then as well, Elam also having a Primate here. Um, I'm curious
I
on
is there any reason to run Ice Punch from Elam's side? Because if I look at it, okay, so it'll allow you to hit super effective versus the Stunfisk, which is nice, but one's not going to KO anyway.
Mhm.
Um, Close combat will do better versus the Worm. It will do better versus the Obama. Night Slash obviously is what you're going to be going up with against against the Gyarados and the AWAC. I don't know. I don't know. This is so. What's interesting here, though, is that this Sunny cast form has so many targets. It's particularly the AWAC, or sorry, the particularly the Obama Snow,
in the
which
warm.
Rise wants to bring. We didn't
Yeah.
see the Worm last game, but that Sunny cast form is a huge threat. Um, does Rise bring the Worm? I guess let's start there. Does Rise bring the Worm this game? He didn't bring it last time. He didn't need it last game. Question is, does it line up well versus Elam's team? I'm trying to see here.
Honestly, I like on Elam's side the Trevenant Malmetal core. I think that's like pretty strong here.
Mhm.
So I don't expect the worm to come. I do. I think the Abomasnow certainly has some play here. It has a lot of potential targets and things that target it. Right, it has the Primate, the Malmetal, the Cast Form, and then does pretty well against the Gyarados and does well against the Dedenne and Trevenant, but it's still difficult to bring. Right, there's no like a clear dominant matchup it has. Every
Yeah.
Pokemon has a counterplay against it.
I think that this is pretty two balanced teams here overall, King. Like, I'm really
Yeah,
struggling to find one Pokemon that's just a must bring every single game for these two battlers. I do see some Pokemon that maybe we don't see that get brought. So, Rise's Gyarados is one thing that I see that potentially fits in that category. Once again, we have two Pokemon, just like how we didn't see much Pelipper last game with Wanko. We have a bit of a threat here, which is that Gyarados versus the Melmetal versus the Dedenne there. That's pretty tough. Now it does check some of the Pokemon for Elam, right? Like the Primeape and things like that, but even resisted counters versus Gyarados still do a ton of damage.
yeah,
Its main check, I think, would be the Sunny cast form there, which you'd really only need to bring if you're just completely gung ho on maybe running Obama Snow every single game. So
yeah.
we did see Rise bring it a lot last game, and man, I we'll have to see
So
if he brings it this
I
game.
think the Primate is looking quite safe on Rise's side. I think like even on the safe swap, it potentially could get to two Night Slashes versus the Trevenant. The counters do add up versus the Gyarados, and obviously depending on the moveset, the Dedenne could be problematic, but counters do add up, and potentially the Ice Punch would do a decent amount of damage at least.
I want to say he goes close combat again. I think he really likes the pressure that it
Okay,
provides, and
okay.
even a close combat versus the Dene. I mean, we can PV poke it right now. It's going to do a ton. A stab
Probably
close
like
combat from a very
45% or something.
let's see, Primate versus the Dene here. With close combat, it's doing 47%. King, you're spot on, man.
Oh, well,
So that's
almost
still
spot
a
on.
lot of
Yeah.
damage. Yeah. So yeah, we'll have to see what move sets that these battlers pick. I'm trying to think. On Elam's side, I think that there's no way he runs Flash Cannon. There's just no way. On the Melmetal, we saw it in one game, but I can't see it being a factor here because
I think there's no way. There's
yeah.
Rock Slide superpower makes too much sense here,
Mhm.
right? Flash Cannon. If you run Flash Cannon superpower, maybe, but
Well,
then
Rock
like
Slide covers almost. I mean, it covers multiple mons here. I mean, Rock Slide you have for the Gyarados, you have for the Obama, you have for the AWAC. And then the question is, do you need Flash Cannon for the other three? Is it better than Superpower? And I don't think the answer is yes. I mean, it could potentially one shot that Primeape that otherwise you would maybe tank a Superpower, but that Primeape's probably going to shield anyway. I don't
yeah,
know. I
absolutely.
don't know.
What are you favoring as safe switches on because
So
Elam really
we saw Rise love the Gyarados safe swap, which I think we were seeing Elam use a lot as well. So I think there's the potential that we see a Gyarados versus Gyarados. But if I'm building these teams, I'm kind of expecting that there's going to be, if I hard win lead, that there's going to be a Gyarados swap in. So I want to have an answer for it. If I'm Elam, I'm bringing either Melmetal or Dedenne to in the back in case that I win lead and then that Gyarados comes in so that I can hard win switch. That's my thought.
Yeah, I think it just depends on what the third is. If you're gonna have Gyarados in the back as your safe switch, if you think that you're weaker to the Abomasnow, I think maybe like then you bring in Melmetal because it's just going to be safer.
Yeah.
If you're feel like you're going to be weaker to the AWAC or something else, then maybe Dedenne is the more appropriate pick as
Okay.
the counter swap to the Gyarados. But we'll see. It's not so obvious that Rise will bring the Gyarados safe switch because it will literally just get farmed down by the Dedenne. Because it does double resist the Dragon Breath, so there's very little fast move pressure. Well, that's what we typically see with Gyarados, applying a lot of fast move pressure, even when single resisted, but double resisted is something else, and double super effective Thunder Shocks would do quite a bit here.
Well, King, looks like they're locking in here. And as a reminder for everyone in chat, guys, both these battlers taking home a minimum of $500. $500 for second place, but $750 grand prize. So, guys, $250 on the line. It's this is it. It all comes down to this, guys. All of the efforts, all of the struggles, all of the celebration. It all adds up to this. This is the final moment, guys. We've got Elam versus Rise, both #1 seeds in their respective divisions, both representing their teams, Mazer and Elite Four. Both have a lot at stake here, guys, not just bragging rights. They want to win the money here. It all comes down to this. I'm super excited. Looks like Elam is just finalizing his team, and looks like they're both locked in. King, here we
We're
go.
going to see the Trevenant versus the Abomasnow, the huge read here.
Tough lead
Okay,
for
do expect
Elam
the
here,
Gyarados
guys.
stay switch on Elam's side. Oh, actually, interesting here.
Ain't in for now. Going to get outpaced. Tries to catch the Weather Ball there on the Primeape, which, I mean, he technically did catch it if you think about it. It's going to be throwing this move. This is going to be pretty devastating for this Primeape. Elam is going to be sitting at, 60% or 40% HP, and we have an AWAC come in. Is there any reason to shield, or do you just farm this straight down, King?
No, there's definitely no reason to shield this Night Slash here. You're going to go for the full farm down, and then you're going to throw at the. This is looking really tough for Elam here. I mean, he might have been honestly better off. Oh!
Yeah, he was going to get to that Night Slash, so I like this throw by Rice
I
here.
honestly didn't think the Primate would survive that fire spin, but
He was going to get to it. He was going to get to it from what it seemed like. I think it was potentially a desync CMP there.
do you
But
farm down with Gyarados here?
so Gyarados is going to have to eat a shadow. Is he running Ball? No, he's running Bone. Sorry, I didn't see it for a sec. He's running Shadow Bone.
He has to shield.
You have to shield this. You can't call a bait here. Yeah. So we're gonna go for the full farm down. That Abomasnow, I believe, only has one Powder Snow. You're gonna get farmed down very fast here. I think you have to bait and land a Shadow Ball if you're gonna try and even this up here. But look in the back, King. This Gyarados looks very strong versus this Primeape. Okay. At 100 energy, I think we saw a move sneak there. I think that 2 could actually KO. So I think you're gonna have to transfer this if no, he's still healthy enough. He's healthy enough.
Yeah, he's going to switch here.
Transfers it regardless, though.
Oh,
And
man,
we are
the Abomasnow is just throwing moves here. You gotta gonna shield this. I think that's a okay shield.
Yeah.
It is favoring the.
And it is close. Wait, is this close combat? Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is. Gonna let it go because he needs to preserve the shield at all costs. But what do you throw here? Do you throw the close combat? I think you throw the close combat, right? This definitely will KO.
I think it's more. Yeah. It has to KO, right? Let's take a look.
It's 100% gonna KO.
It's going to be 52% damage versus this Gyarados, more than enough, and debuffs you. Yeah, so we now have this Trevenant down a shield. It has to get to 2 moves, but I think it's just going to get farmed down. Yeah, that's it. So really tough game 1 for Elam there. That Trevenant, once again, despite being such a strong Pokemon, it's got some counters there, absolutely. And if you're not able to get it a huge energy advantage versus your opponent, if you're down shields, it's just going to be bullied, honestly, by that Abomasnow.
Yeah.
So nice playing there by Rise. I think he was very, very disciplined with his shielding, preserving his shields for when he knows, hey, I just need to save 1 shield for my Abomasnow, and I can farm this down. At most, he's going to get to 2 seed bombs, which I survive. So I like the play there from Rise. Very technical, just like you said. Tough lead for Elam there, though, for sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm actually a little bit surprised Elam didn't go for the bait there, just because I think the risk of the Shadow Ball was almost too high and not to shield, and it would have got both shields, and that would have honestly been like a really, really close game there.
Yeah, King, I called it earlier. I said if you're going to even and back up, I think you have to bait on that one. Despite being at 100 energy, he just when you're outpaced to it's 14 turns for the first Shadow Ball,
Yeah.
6 to the second Shadow Ball, but it's only 10 and 8 turns to the Weather Balls. And when you're to every single Powder Snow is adding up so fast because you're
Yeah.
not a bulky Pokemon as Trevenant. So you have to have a way that you're going to be at least getting close to pacing at the similar rate. And the only way you're going to do that is baiting. So Elam obviously was taking some risks, and yeah, unfortunately, the going straight for that Shadow Ball did not pay off. But guys, we're coming back with game number 2. Rise currently ahead 1-0, 2 more victories, and he will take home the championship for Season 5 of Aero Draft League. But Elam's not done yet, guys. I'm sure he's got some tricks up his sleeve. Like
Yeah.
King says, a very flashy player. So let's see what he has in store in game number 2.
And he's used to coming back from behind, right? So
He's
down.
done it 2 straight series versus Jangles and versus Wanko here. So, all right. So, a better lead without a doubt for Elam. I mean, a close combat's still going to hurt. We saw it do over 50%, but these Dragon Breaths are hitting pretty hard. These counters, though, King, we talked about this. These counters do so much.
Yeah, gonna go straight for the Night Slash. Gonna reveal the
Quick
second
correction.
move.
I'm sorry, guys. This is a best of 7.
Yeah.
3 more battles for Rise. Best of 7. Apologies.
Yeah. I was gonna say something, but I know the chat loves to correct you.
It is
So
their favorite thing. We got
yeah.
the one correction
Yeah.
per stream.
We're
Sometimes it's
gonna mark
5.
that off on the bingo. Chat trying to correct Wholesome there. So
Okay, so Elam now taking the lead, and King, we have our very first appearance from the Wormadam coming in.
oh my gosh,
Unfortunately,
this is very problematic for we're gonna see whether or not this is very
he's
problematic
baiting
for
this time. All right,
yeah,
so
this Wormadam is very bad for Elam here.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, I probably would have liked to have had my Trevenant up against the Wormadam here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not really adding up that way. Was the swap out from the Gyarados? Is that going to pay off in the end here? Do you think, King?
I hope so. We'll see. It's going to be a very tough decision here. If Rise calls this, oh, he calls the seed bomb. That's
enormous. But he gets to one more. Okay.
Does he just let this go? He just lets this go.
Yeah.
Because what is
he gets a full confusion if he wants here?
Man, Rise is very confident that there's no. Oh my gosh, okay. This is
okay. A full confusion for that. I think a catch is going to be necessary for Elam potentially.
I think this Wormadam can almost just farm down the Primate.
Okay, so just for chat context here, guys, a close combat does 54% versus this Wormadam, which is almost as much as it does to that.
But there's no close combat here.
Oh, it's right. On Elam's side, we're running Ice Punch. So it's just straight Night Slash. You're going to need...
Gonna transfer the confusion there. Okay.
Okay.
I think that was...
Does he have double Night Slash?
Oh my gosh, okay. That's actually going to work. This is actually going to work.
What a play. He was risking dying, but I think he's at back-to-back Night Slash, and now you... He has to no-shield that. He has to no-shield because he has back-to-back Night Slash. His only win con at that point is no-shielding, surviving the Aqua Tail, and then being able to somehow win CMP. That move, King, I don't even think we fully appreciated that in the moment, but transferring that confusion over to the Gyarados, getting to 2 Night Slashes, guarantees Elam's victory there.
Well, incredible. I think there was a chance that Rise could have snuck a confusion in between I guess the Gyarados made it to the move, which was the
Gyarados made it to the move, so he had to farm down.
Yeah, he had to farm down. Wow,
but it doesn't even matter. Let's see. I think you know what? I think the win con could have potentially been.
I think Elam
farming down and then getting a confusion through in between the Night Slashes.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was his play there. Yeah. Honestly, though, Elam could have just threw the Night Slash in between the confusion and then just still made it to the Aqua Tail because the Primate the Wormadam definitely would have had to shield there. It was already too low there at that point in time. If it didn't shield, then it would have got countered down there.
Well, the Gyarados did have an impact there. We were talking about, is it going to be impactful at the end of the game? Maybe a little foreshadowing there, and it was able to do it. Honestly, those counters were doing a ton of damage from that Primate. To your point, yes, no close combat on the side of Elam. He is running the Ice Punch, so it's straight Night Slash.
Honestly, if Rise would have shielded there, he had a chance to farm down the Trevenant afterwards and had a move. Then he potentially could have won out that match because he would have just had to farm and throw a move. He fainted with 2 Iron Heads.
He did. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But I mean, with versus 2 Night Slash, you would have lose CMP, have to shield,
Ooh.
then throw, then you would lose CMP a second time. You'd have to sneak a move. Okay, tough lead once again for Elam. Okay. All
But
right. Is
there's not an obvious counter switch on Rise's side here.
There's not. You're right. I mean, the Obama is something that you could definitely bring in, but and I'm a little surprised he's not, because what could potentially happen here is Obama Snow ends up getting lined up. Well, I guess he doesn't know what's in the back. Okay, so we're gonna see a
No shield. I like this no shield.
we see the bug buzz come in and the defense
okay.
drop, and is not gonna get to a move now.
But then this
Okay.
primate is gonna try to farm down aggressively here and take advantage of the switch clock here. But honestly, it's gonna have to shield one of these.
This will do 60%. You're gonna have to shield the second one, King.
Yeah, and I think he's gonna have to throw.
I think he can farm all the way down.
Okay. I like this.
Does he even get to the move here? Yes. Oh, okay. So opts to throw the Night Slash, wants to preserve the shield. How much energy does this primate still have, King?
I think it's 2 away. But the Wormadam comes back in.
Does it get to a Night Slash versus this worm, or do you just swap right away?
I think you do one counter then switch.
Okay.
Oh, okay. This actually.
This is tough though.
He's gonna no shield this. Okay. This is interesting here, because now this Trevenant is gonna come in and. Okay, he doesn't transfer the fire spin
right away. Okay, he didn't want to transfer the fire spin, just like
plus it was pretty useless at
can you farm down here as the Trevenant King?
You have to farm down.
Okay.
He's gonna bait.
Have to shield.
Okay, he transfers. Okay, he's just gonna throw seed bombs.
Can you farm this down after a seed bomb? Okay,
he no shields this, right?
Okay, but how low is this AWAC? I'm scared, King. I'm scared. He has a Bone Club stored. He's not going to make it to this move, King. Okay.
He does get the confusion damage. They're just going to fast move it down.
It's fast move versus fast move here. I think the Trevenant wins.
Oh, he's going for the defense drop. That's very smart here.
That's smart.
He's going for the defense drop.
I think one Shadow Claw KOs, whereas one Fire Spin also KOs. So I think the 2-turn move is going to prove to be the winner here. No, he's surprised, and he gets the
defense drop works. The defense drop works.
No way. He needed 2 Shadow Claws and the defense after the defense drop, King. The 1 Fire Spin ends up KOing. What a play by Rise. Oh my God.
Absolutely brilliant by Rise. That was wow. Okay.
We don't know for sure that Trevenant would have survived the Fire Spin without it, but it guaranteed that Fire Spin KO'd the Trevenant. And what a heads-up play by Rise, getting the defense drop, Fire Spin KOing, needed 2 Shadow Claws from that Trevenant. It was not enough. Elam gotta be feeling really, really tough after that one.
Honestly, Elam must be feeling so terrible there, because he threw absolutely a million crunches last set, got 0 defense drops. Rise throws a 10% defense drop, gets it. Like that's
well, King, this is what we expect in the grand finals, right? We had that incredible game number 2 with phenomenal energy management there from Elam. We then see game number 3 coming right back to it here, with these battlers. And hey, are we taking a break after game 3 or game 5, Arrow? All right. Well, King, we're gonna keep chatting through this, but these battlers are gonna take a quick break. High emotions for them, obviously. These last 2 games, I'm sure their heart rates are pounding. They've got goosebumps. I know I do.
Yeah, I guess one other consideration. This is way too risky of a play, but it was very high likelihood that Rise was gonna no shield the Wormadam, right? Because it was gonna get likely outpaced to another move.
You don't take that extra confusion, right?
Yeah, if he would have just thrown the Shadow Ball instead of the Seed Bomb there, then he would definitely, even with the defense drop, would have been able to Shadow Claw down there. Obviously, that's an extremely risky play, and wasn't anticipating the whatever. Is it 10% or is it 20%? It might be 20% on the Shadow Claw.
I think it's 20%. Yeah, but I mean, we were saying it the whole time. The answer to that puzzle for Elam is farming down. Realistically, it was for sure the AWAC, but then for the worm there, he's probably gonna no shield, and it's unfortunate. It's kind of hindsight, obviously 2020. We can see it pretty easily as the casters, but that one extra confusion that he took there, turned out to be the game. Even if you get that defense drop, if you haven't taken that confusion, you survive that fire spin, and we'd be sitting 2-1 Elam versus Rise. But
Yeah,
yeah,
certainly a 50-50 call because if the Wormadam would have shielded the seed, I get it because if it would have shielded the seed bomb, then you would just farm down all the way, shield whatever move the Wormadam has, and then just double seed bomb the Marowak. So I saw it both ways, but in my opinion, the shielding of the Wormadam was gonna be pretty low because I think it was too risky. And Rise always likes to make the difficult calls to try to find the win con as I'm sure he'll talk about when he recaps this match, win or lose. But that was a
I'm
great
sure
game.
I'm sure we'll be seeing these on both of their Twitch streams and YouTubes without a doubt. We can get some shout out for these battlers here. Speaking of some shout outs, guys, we're going to go ahead and shout out our sponsors. This has been a long, grueling season, guys, and it all comes down to this. A lot of these battlers probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for these cash prizes. $750 for first place, $500 for second place. Let's go ahead and say thank you to our sponsors. First off, I want to thank the man directly below me here, King. Thank you for being a sponsor of season 5 of ADL. I know you're very, very tied to the community, not only ADL, but the overall Pokemon Go community. Big thank you to you. But let's not forget PV Poke, No Fun Pain Done, as well as Unified Pogo, Anonymous Donor, potential reveal at the end of stream. Make sure you stick around to the end to find out. Jonathan Kelly, Go Stadium, and the Nerd Twitch, guys. Really great stuff on the stream, without a doubt. Alrighty, well, King, we're going to be bringing these battlers back here in just a little bit. I'm trying to think, like, what are we going to be? Rise so far, we've seen everything but the Stunfisk, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, for sure. And the Sunfist certainly has play, right? He does very well against the Dedenne, does well against the Gyarados, does well against Melmetal, Castform. But knowing that he's always going to bring the Trevenant, it does make it a little bit tricky. But Rise did this. Rise did this exact strategy in the semifinal
Semi.
match against our, where he didn't bring the Stunfist early, then brought it late, and it was really critical in
Well,
swinging games.
King, keep me honest here. Elam's run the same team 3 straight games, has he not? The Trevenant Gyarados Primeape.
Yes,
We
that's
haven't seen any Castform, any Dedenne, any Melmetal, which is interesting because that's what the Stunfisk counters is those 3.
yeah, no,
So it's worked out really nicely for Rise. I feel like Elam team comp wise has had a little bit of a disadvantage overall. Not to say that they weren't winnable games, guys. We could easily be 2-1 here, Elam. But yeah, so guys, we're gonna be bringing these battlers back soon. As a reminder, this is a best of 7, not best of 5. First battler to 4 victories. So we're gonna have at least 2 more battles here, guys. I'm hoping that we go to 7 here, King. What about you?
I think we're going 7. I think Elam wins the next 2, and I think Rise wins game number 6, and we're gonna go to a coin flip game 7. That's my
All right.
prediction.
I really hope so. And it's just great seeing there's so much effort and energy that goes into these battlers and the preparation for this, and it's just great to see it play out in such close battles here.
Okay.
All right, Elam cannot get a lead here. Let's see what the moveset is. Looks like we weren't able to see it, unfortunately. Immediately brings in his own Primeape. I think he might be going for a bit of an energy advantage here. They're going straight Night Slash here, though, King. If you're Elam, you know this is Night Slash. He didn't overfarm whatsoever, opting to tank this. Do you bring something in to punish this Primeape now?
Yeah, it's gonna be okay. Can he survive? He can
If you
definitely survive.
boost, you're gonna have to shield.
I think he's gonna have to shield the second one regardless, right?
I don't think so. I think that without the counter damage, I think that he's going to be able to survive, especially with a fire spin sneaking through. I think he can no shield here now, but let's find out. Let's see. No, we see the
Yeah.
shield. You might have been right, King. It would have been very, very close. Remember last time we saw him throw the Bone Club right before.
Yeah.
So willing to sacrifice the shield. Oh man, this is going to be tough though. But look at the alignment. You've got a Bomb of Snow in the back versus that Trevenant now.
Oh
Oh,
man, double shadow bone here. This is
you need this Melmetal, but you can't.
yeah, he's gonna have to throw here because he's at double here and he knows it. I don't think Rice shields here because if he does, it's gonna be interesting.
He's gonna be down 2. So we're
He's
gonna
up a
see
shield. He's up a shield here, but man, this
Primeape is energy dry. Trevenant's gonna have a nice matchup. It's gonna pace at the same rate. Primeape, I figure, wins CMP over Trevenant or not?
Primate definitely wins CMP over.
Yeah,
But the
almost
interesting,
everything.
he was a little bit behind on the switch here. He was a
King,
little
we're
slow on
seeing
the switch.
baits here. This would be the biggest call ever. But no, we see the shield come out. How are you feeling for Rice here? All he needs to do is land a Shadow Ball. The switch clock is not up, obviously, here.
He's gonna shield this for sure. And then
Yeah, you have to.
they're gonna CMP tie, but Trevenant wins CMP. And then
Yes.
we're gonna see how
I
this
think
is gonna.
Elam's got this one. Yeah, because you're
Okay,
still
okay,
up a
but
shield.
can you leave this Abomasnow at 1 HP? Okay, I was gonna say leave the Abomasnow at 1 HP, Thunder Shock down, and then
No, Seed Bomb is gonna do it. They're gonna be one separated here, but being up a shield
yeah,
is all you're gonna need here for Elam. And
that
the
honestly
shield
it
advantage
costs.
was everything there, King.
Yeah, honestly, I think the critical play on it was actually probably more of a critical mistake on Rise's side was a little bit too slow on the switch. I'm not sure there was like some weird visuals on his side. Maybe he didn't actually see what the Pokemon was, but he was too slow on the switch and allowed the Trevenant to get to 24 turns before the Abomasnow got to 18.
So I really love that safe swap there for Elam because if you look at Rise's team in that match, you can't just hard wall. You can't just bring something in. He had to chip it with his own Primeape before he was able to bring in his own AWAC to then farm it down. But what that allowed for Elam to do is say, okay, I know I'm not going to win switch here. It's impossible. I'm
Yeah,
behind. But what I can do is maybe get a shield advantage. And that's exactly what we saw. We saw that shield advantage
but
along with a nice bait from Elam on the Trevenant versus that Abomasnow, and able to take a tough lead. And I mean, we see AWAC sweep all the time. Trevenant playing the same role there.
mm,
Hard hitting Ghostmon that resists counters can do a lot of work in the back.
yeah. But do you think that it would have made sense just to switch AWAC earlier? Because oh my gosh, Elam
Elam
cannot
can't
buy
win
a
a lead.
leader.
He can't win
God.
a lead. It's impossible.
Okay, he's gonna go straight into.
Okay,
Okay,
brings in the
okay,
Primate. So King, this is what you wanted to see last time. This is what you wanted to see was
yeah,
the
the
AWAC
immediate
going
swap.
right in here.
Obviously,
Um,
there was not as obvious of a play there to stay in and throw a move because obviously the counters were doing quite a bit of damage. But this primate is
So
ramping up.
Primate should probably lose the one shield. We're gonna see a no bait at all coming through.
Oh man,
And
if he shields this is going to be huge. Oh, he does
we
shield
do
it.
get the shield. Okay.
This is
No bait whatsoever. This next Night Slash is gonna KO.
Oh, Elam
Good deny.
making the
Good deny.
100% correct play, going for the deny, because if he denies, that means he can win CMP versus the. Oh my gosh, no shield, and
Let's
Rise
go. Okay,
knows
so
that.
we switch
Rise
this
knows
now.
that too. That was a very. But we're
And
gonna
you're
see
gonna
the.
outpace to a move for
Yeah, we're
sure.
gonna.
You're gonna have to get it. You're gonna get a shield from this Primate most likely. You get to this Ice Punch. Okay. He hasn't shown the Ice Punch yet, has he?
No, he has not shown the ice punch,
So
but
it
he's
could be
gonna
a close
shield
combat.
regardless. He's gonna.
He's gonna.
Oh, he knows
Oh, you
shields.
know
No
shield.
shields. He knows
Oh
shields.
man. All right. Well, now you have Abomasnow versus two full health Pokemon. I think that fast move pressure might be enough here. Ooh, maybe the close combat would have been. Oh no, he
Yeah,
brings in the Trevenant. Okay, yeah.
yeah. I think you
So
switch here to the
to the
Gyarados here.
Gyarados.
Okay, okay. Oh, yep. Switch to Gyarados because
Okay,
just because I think the switch was going to be a little bit too obvious there.
he's going for
But
the Energy Ball. He's going for the Energy Ball, King. How much does this do?
this does a lot. This is a lot. But Elam making a huge shield
Huge
decision,
shield.
and I think this is the correct play because one weather ball wouldn't KO, and
You're gonna have to
just
throw
gonna go.
energy, and then you just shadow claw down.
Okay, I think you go for the crunch here on the
Yeah, go for the
CMP.
debuff. Go for the debuff. No, that's it. Okay,
No,
well, he's one away, King. It's so close. This has got to feel bad for Rise because he is one. He is. If he undercharged, maybe, but no, he would just get Dragon Breath down.
yeah.
Yeah, he was one away from doubling up there, and
Oh my
unfortunately
gosh.
for Rise, not able to get to that second Weather Ball, not able to KO the Trevenant, and we see Elam, to King's prediction, taking 2 straight victories despite losing both of the last 2 leads. King.
I don't think the chat quite understands how critical going for the fast move deny there was because there was no downside there going there,
He
right?
would outpace
Instead
to
of
the next shadow
yeah,
next shadow
exactly.
bone.
Exactly. If you get denied, who cares? Like the Rise has to throw anyways on the Shadow Bone, or else the Primate will just keep ramping up. So he had to throw anyways. If he denies there, that means he's going to CMP tied to the next Shadow Bone. That was absolutely
That
brilliant
deny
timing,
was huge. If you
right?
don't deny, he gets to the shadow bone. You need 2 more counters, and he would only need 1 more fire spin. 3
Yeah,
turns
exactly.
versus 4 turns.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there was no risks going that way, and that was absolutely brilliant. Even though Elam usually throws on in between, like I shoutcasted his whatever 12-0 absolutely dominating run in one of those weeks, and he always throws on the right counts there. But he made the 100% right play there, and it paid off. And there was no losing in that particular matchup.
He's been watching my stream, King. Always
yeah,
throw on alignment.
yeah. That was absolutely brilliant there. That was Elam losing lead absolutely a million times, but always finding a way to win. Going directly into his hardest counter, knowing that Rise has not brought the Wormadam to punish in the back. That was crazy.
I love the way you put it. 0 downside, and that deny was huge. All right, we see the Obama Stone
Oh
into
my
the tournament
gosh!
once
Okay.
again. This is, I think this is 5 out of 6 bad leads for Elam, but let's see if he's able to turn it around. Probably come in right with the Primate. Does take 1 Powder Snow,
No, this
and we
time.
see the immediate swap into the Marowak. King, can we see it again?
But Rise doesn't choose to punish with the. Why? Why?
He goes straight for the. Did you see? I think he tapped the Shadow Bone. I don't know if it's going to go through. He did not bait last time. King, I want to see a boost. I want to see a boost here. No boost. Okay. Bit interesting there. I think that we saw no counter sneak through. We're gonna see this one shielded up once again here from Elam. It's playing out just the same. They should where it's. I think with that deny, I think he gets to 2 before.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
I think this is playing out the exact same way, King.
But this time, Rise choosing to shield. I'm not sure what is he 1 away or 2 away.
Okay, and this time we have Worm in the back, King.
But interesting, Rise did not go for the. It looks like he's trying to farm down this.
I don't know if he can.
There's no way he can
this is going to be close. This is going to be close, but I don't think he can. And he sneaks a counter through. He has double Bone Club, though. At this point, no reason to shield. You just get hit by another Bone Club after this. Elam content with the shield advantage. He's going to probably bring in this Gyarados to farm down, knowing that he doesn't have to shield it. So the question I have to you, King, is can a Trevenant sweep both this Wormadam as well as this
honestly, this is a lot of fast move pressure here. We do expect the Abomasnow to come in.
I would have actually come in with well, no, you're going to make it to a move here, and this crunch is going to do a lot. But you're going to actually outpace. You're going to, yeah. Oh, man. Okay. This crunch is going to do a lot. You have to over-farm as this Obama, but you got to get this Gyarados out of the way.
Oh, he threw.
Was that a desync?
That was a defense.
Gyarados wins either way, but
yeah. And then we're gonna see the immediate swap here, but this shadow
wall is that going to do it or not?
I don't think it really matters here, to be honest, because
you're just going to outpace so heavily.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Guys, I don't want to speak too soon here, but I think that despite going down 2-1 here, Elam, the comeback kid, they call him, once again, coming back here, and I think you can just go straight farm down here, going for the Bug Buzz defense drop.
Or build up to 2 seed bombs here, because you know you win CMP. You might be uncertain on the count on the Abomasnow, because it's very close here.
Though, King, right? We know it's dry.
Yeah, we know it's okay. Perfect. Now he's just gonna
win CMP. You've got the Shadow Ball. Elam, I'm sure he can feel it right now, guys. Let's go ahead and get some excitement in chat, guys. Big celebrations coming from the Elite Four. We have the comeback kid, Elam, very first season in Aero Draft League, taking the 4-2 victory versus Rise, our ADL Season 5 champion. Let's get some congratulations to Elam. Let's go.